Welcome back to Coin Mojo. We're going to take a look at my June and July 2023 dollar coin search results. So what we have here is the sum of my June and July searches for dollar coins. I probably went through $10,000 in dollar coins, doing about $1,000 to $2,000 a week. And this is what I kept out of all of that. In addition, I pulled a few of the Eisenhowers aside. Mostly the Variety 1 here is something that I have always kept, the Variety 1s. I feel that they have a higher premium. Everything else, I can really only get a couple pennies over face. So like about $1.10, $1.15 at the coin shows, and I'm okay with that because I'm only paying $1 a piece. But I do feel like these should have more value to them than $1.15 a piece. So we got some Canadians here. I always getting Canadians mixed in with the rolls. This seems like a low number. I think I did something with them. I don't know. I'm sure I got more than this over the course of 2 months. And then so I have about $50 in Native American and the American Innovators or Innovations. Most of these are in really nice shape, and I pull those aside and hang on to them. Really don't know how I can market these, but let me show you what I'm talking about here because I've got them already. I should also say that I pull the Kennedys and the Reagans and the Bushes. Those are the last of the few that came out in 2014, I believe, 2016. And the Susan B's below that are just nicer ones. I will probably weed those out even further. Looking in the Red Book right now. 2022, and so starting with the Kennedy, you got the Nixon, Gerald Ford, Reagan, and Bush. I just showed you Kennedy, Bush, and Reagan, and it's showing $10 in MS65. I think it's a little too early to tell. I don't believe I could sell those for that much on eBay. So anyway, as I started to say, the Native American series 2009 to date. So it's got Sacagawea on the obverse. They moved the date and the In God We Trust, or I'm sorry, the dates and the mint mark to the edge, which I hate that they did that. And it starts with the Three Sisters in 2009, the Great Law of Peace, the Wambag Treaty, Trade Routes, Treaty with Delaware, Native Hospitality. A personal favorite of mine is the Mohawk Ironworkers. Code Talkers is cool. Sequoia, Jim Thorpe, and American Indians in Space. I believe this is pretty cool. I mean, I don't believe, I also think that this is a cool design. And then Elizabeth Petrovic and American Indians in the U.S. military in 2021. So the next series in the Sacagawea coin, well, actually, it's not even a Sacagawea. The American Innovation coin, starting in 2018, features the Statue of Liberty on the obverse, and then cool designs on the back. American Innovators, the Delaware, classifying the stars. Pennsylvania polio vaccination. The New Jersey light bulb. Georgia Trustees Garden. Connecticut Gerber variable scale. Massachusetts telephone. The Maryland Hubble Space Telescope. And South Carolina Septima Clark. 2020, and then 2019 and 2020 also featured a privy. So that's kind of a new thing for even the dollar coins. Again, this is the American Innovation. Some of you may not have seen these, or we don't really see these in circulation all that much. I can show you the mintages are less than $1 million for most of these. They're less than $500,000 for others. And that Maryland, that one right there, a roll of those, $25. You could buy them at the mint for $37.50 when they first came out. They're no longer available, and so the prices have gone up, and I've seen rolls of these going for $225 on eBay. So if you can walk into a bank and somebody cashed in a roll of these, snap them up, list them on eBay. Okay, I'd like to roll through all the cameo proofs that I pulled from circulation in the months of June and July. This is a 2000 San Francisco minted Sacagawea, and it has a pretty nice cameo luster on it. Another 2000, this one's a 2003. Deep cameo proof, and pretty nice details, not very circulated. I must have got it shortly after it hit the bank. So this one's a keeper, and it's been flipped up, and it's going to go into my collection until I figure out what I'm going to do with that. Here's a 1981 Susan B. Anthony. I know that there's a variety on the mint mark. So the 1981 Susan B. Anthony came with two varieties on the mint mark for the San Francisco mint on the cameo proofs. I will try to get a still close-up of this coin because it's a significant dollar difference in the value of this coin. I tried zooming in on this, and it kind of doesn't really give you a good read on that. So I'll try to get a better still and post it after I run through these. So I'll set that one down. All right, the next group are, these last two aren't in as nice a shape, but they're still cameo proofs. And I flip up every proof, unless it's so bad. This one, impaired proof is the term that they use, and this one is impaired, but still low mintage. So, I got the flip I used here has got a little stretch in that plastic, but that is a 2000, what do we got here, 2005. That's how impaired it is. You can't even read the date. Next group here is some of the presidential cameo proofs. James Madison, George Washington, John Tyler, James Madison again, and those are kind of impaired, quite circulated. The next batch here are a little bit better. This one is pretty nice cameo, but its circulation level is evident, right? And this John Adams in pretty good shape. The cameo isn't too bad. The frosted areas on the image, it looked like you got a little bit of scuff on it, but the mirrored finishes are in pretty good shape. This William Henry Harrison doesn't seem to be in too bad a shape. Again, it has been in circulation, so it's going to show scuffs, right? But there's not a lot of scratching on it, so I'd say it's a pretty good one, and I think it'll be a good addition to anybody's collection. This James Buchanan, also in good shape. So that's it for the all the proofs that I flipped up from the months of June and July 2023 in my dollar searches. So the next thing I want to talk about are these Wounded Eagles. So I think I popped a couple stills of this. You can see the lines in the spear, if you will. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. It doesn't really help. The lighting here is not good. We'll get some stills of that. You can see right there the spear through the belly, right? This coin's, believe it or not, this will probably sell for 50 to 70 bucks on eBay. This one's in a little bit better shape. Also a speared eagle or wounded eagle. Again, I'll show you stills on that. And this one will probably get 75 to 100 or more. It's not in bad shape at all. It's got a couple spots on it. We'll put it up there, see what it gets. I have one currently listed for 150 starting bid with a buy it now of 225 because I feel it's in really great shape, probably MS 65 so or above, right? So I know that comparisons, and it's definitely comparable to 65 plus, right? 65 and above. And so I've got a few watchers on it right now, and it's on a 10-day listing. I listed it 2 days ago. I got 3 watchers and 25 views, and we'll see what happens. So here's a shot of my listing on eBay. I just posted it 2 days ago, and so it's got 8 days left. If someone bought this for 150 bucks and sent it out for grading, they should be able to double their money if it comes back at MS 66 or above. It's a beautiful golden brown color, and that's all she wrote, so check it out. With lots of mint luster. So here in the red book, I have images of the 1981 S, clear S, Type 2 flat. And here they're showing you the 1981 S, first S, Type 1 rounded. So the rounded is Type 1, and Type 2 is flat. So imagine, what are we talking about here on flat? Are we talking about the bulge at the end of the S's, where it looks like the end of the S's at the bottom and the top are flattened, and then this one is just rounded? Or are they talking about the roundness of the S, right? It's not always clear. I'm going to go with the roundness of the S. And that maybe the flats on the ends or the tips of the S, and then the flat like across the top, middle, and bottom, right? So it's almost like an 8 that's open-ended on the top and bottom. I don't know. But they're calling that a flat S. So I'm going to see if I can get a good picture of the one I have, and we'll see what I got. And then here, it's showing you the 81 proof Type 1 and proof Type 2. I mean, $135 in PF 67. So what it would be worth in less than that, I don't know, or some comparisons. But the proof Type 1 is only $8 in PF 67. They made 4 million, but they don't tell you how many of the Type 2 that they made. The asterisk just means that it's included in the number above, which I always hated that. All right, here's some close-up and stills of that S Type 1 or Type 2 S. Now that I've done this, I think it's the Type 1, Variety 1, and the cheaper of the two. So, yeah, it's an $8 coin in MS67. I don't think this is an MS67, but it's definitely a nice proof. All right, that's going to be a wrap for the June and July dollar coin search. Check out that Wounded Eagle on my eBay partner listing. Also, check out my Coin Mojo on Facebook. If you like this content, give me those 4 clicks. Like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Make sure that you comment and share. I mean, it all helps. Still trying to build this channel. I really appreciate all that you can do for me. And if you like the content, let me know. All right. See you on the rebound. Coin Mojo out. See you next time.